Hi everyone, this is Smita from SeekACE, and in this video we will be talking about mean, median and mode, which is the basics of statistics as well as data science. These are basically measures of central tendency, which is nothing but a summary statistic that represents the center point or typical value of a data set. So it is basically the tendency of the data to cluster around a central location. So there are three most common measures of central tendency, which are mean, median, and mode. So what exactly is mode? So mode represents the number which occurs most frequently in a data set. A set of numbers may have one, more than one, or no mode at all. For instance, in this particular data set, the number 5 is getting repeated close to 4 times. So it is the most frequent item over here, hence that is the mode. So you can see it is repeated 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. So that becomes the mode. In this particular data set, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 8, 6, 5, 6, 5 and 6 are getting repeated 4 times. So both 5 and 6 are the modes over here because both are most frequent items in this. Suppose you have a data set something like 1, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18. So in this particular data set, you don't have any mode. Why? Because there's no number which is getting repeated frequently. So this data set has no mode. What exactly is median? Median is nothing but the middle value of your observations when they are arranged from the smallest to the largest. So the typical way to find median is it involves two steps, which is first arranging your data from smallest to largest, which is in ascending order, and then finding the middle value. For instance, you have an odd number of data sets. In this particular data set, there are around 7 elements. So finding the middle value is very easy. The middle value would be the median over here, which is 6. In case your data set is even, in that case, what you need to do, the middle values are first added. So you take the average of it. So first add the 4 plus 5 and then you divide it by 2, which is nothing but 4.5. So that would be your median. How do you calculate mean? So mean is the sum of all the values divided by the number of observations. It is nothing but the average value. So for instance, you have a data set which has 9 variables. Then you first sum all these individual variables and then divide it by the total number of variables, which is 9 over here. So that's how you get the mean, which is 15.44. So means formula would be nothing but the sum of all your variables and it is divided by the number of variables. So x stands the sum of the variables and n stands for the number of the variables, the number of elements or the number of data sets, data which you have in the data set. So which measure to choose for central tendency in data science? So the statistical method which you choose depends upon whether the data set is categorical or quantitative. So categorical also is known as qualitative data. So categorical again has two types, which is nominal and ordinal. So nominal is one which has no ordering. So it has no intrinsic ordering to its categories, and ordinal variable is one which has a clear ordering. Now, which is quantitative variable? So these are the variables that have been measured on a numeric or quantitative scale. For example, weight, or you can say height. So they can be measured, and examples of a categorical data can be something like race or age group. So these could be categorical. So again, we will give you an insight of data and its types. So data can be divided into two different types, which is quantitative and qualitative. Qualitative is nothing but those categorical data, for instance, race and age group or sex, such as male or female. So these are all categorical data. And quantitative is the one which can be divided into discrete and continuous. Continuous is something which is usually measured, for example 18 centimeter, 30 grams. So these are like weight, height, such factors. And discrete is usually counted, for example 20 dogs, 512 people. So these are discrete data. Mode is the most suitable method for categorical data because it is something which cannot be measured. So mode is most suitable method for it. And mean and median can be used for quantitative data. So if your data is having some influential outliers or data is highly skewed, then you can go for median. That will be the best option for finding the central tendency. Otherwise, you can go for mean. So I hope you got some insight on what exactly is a mean, median and mode through this video. If you have liked this video, kindly like and subscribe our YouTube channel and also follow us on social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn. Thank you everyone for watching this video.